Before you start your marketing plan, you need to understand these 3 things. Hey, this channel is all about growing your business and combining different ideas, concepts, strategies, processes, and technologies to your business to help you grow your company. So make sure you subscribe, and of course, if you have questions, put them in the comments below. Before you develop your marketing plan, you should take a deep dive into these 3 questions. And the first question is, what problem do you solve? In other words, what is the end game for the target market that you are trying to attract? Put yourself in their shoes. Understand who they are and why it should be you that solves their problem. So, what is that problem that you solve? Think about it, write about it. Think of all the different ways people could use your product or service and why they need it. That will help you develop a marketing plan which is much more effective. So the next thing you need to ask yourself is not just what is the problem you solve, but what is the persona? Who is that typical person who needs that problem solved? The person who needs your product and service. What is their average demographic? Who are they? You can even put a name to them and really think about, describe this person, their daily routine, their business life, what they like to do for fun and their off time, what is their business environment like. Whatever you need to describe to help you understand who this person really is, including the media that they may be using to find the solution to their problems. Now, the next idea is really important for your messaging. Now, I have a few tips after this one, but first I want you to take a deep dive into the concept of developing and understanding what is your story, your personal brand story or your company story. It's important to understand where you're coming from and the message you're trying to get to the people who need your product and service. Now, the first thing you need to do is look at those first 2 questions. Now, develop a story which encompasses those things and make the story about them more than it is about you. And in most cases, that story needs to be short, to the point, easy to repeat, easy to share. But first, just start talking about your company and keep asking why. Why you? Why this? Why that? Keep asking and you'll start to see some themes that very well could be extremely important to the person who wants to buy your product and service. If your why and your story is all about how great you are, you're going to have a problem connecting with the people who need your product. I truly believe that the word why is one of the most important words in developing a marketing plan, because the more you ask why, the more you can drill down into the essence of the things that you need to share, into the essence of why you have a competitive edge and why you are the best solution for the people who really do need your product and service. Now, there's nothing wrong with sharing the what you do to solve their problem. It's an important part of the overall strategy, but I'm telling you that why is more important than what. Both are important, but start with why, then go to what. Then you can share some other things which will help give a foundation and credibility to your business, such as third-party confirmations, maybe how long you have been in business. I'll get to that in a moment. And of course, your customer service. Now, when it comes to customer service, it's more important for a third party to share that story. You sharing the story of your great customer service, unless it's an example of how you help somebody. Don't just tell people, hey, we have the best service in town. For the most part, that is meaningless. Now, some people like to share how long they've been in business. That is okay. It gives some foundation to you're not a fly-by-night company and that you've been there a while, but you can't lead with that. That is not the reason why people will buy from you. Sure, there's some anecdotal evidence. Sure, some people will say, yeah, we appreciate how long you've been in business. But that, in most situations, is not going to do the trick. Now, warranties and guarantees are another way to support the trust of your company. But just like how long you've been in business and telling people you have the best service in town, it is not where you start when it comes to your marketing plan. You need to dig deeper to develop that story of why you are the best solution. So what questions would you ask if you were developing a marketing plan? There are many more questions than the ones I've just talked about. So I want to read your answers in the comments below. And of course, if you found this video valuable, make sure you like it, share it with your friends, and if you don't want to miss a future upload, be sure to subscribe.